My name is Fernando Socorro. I am born in Cuba, raised in Miami, living in California now for the last 18 years, specifically in Davis, where I am studying, finishing up my PhD, and also working as a staff member here at the University of California, Davis. For me, coming out was, I guess maybe in a sense that I'm still in the process. I never had the conversation with my parents. My father, I don't think, would have given a rat's ass. Let me put it this way. I know he wouldn't have given a rat's ass. I have a lesbian sister, and there was issues with her, and he said, you know, whatever makes you happy, pa'lante. My mom, she eventually, you know, has known, you know, I've introduced her to someone I was dating a while back. There was no problem. She, you know, never wanted to talk about it. And I guess in my family, it's just one of those things where it's there. You know, I've taken the same guy, I took him to Thanksgiving dinner with the whole family, toda la familia de parte de my father's side. No problem. I mean, it's never been an issue. I don't really have anything to hide, and I don't give a hoot about what people think about what I like to do in bed. I also have to admit that over the years I've started to think more and more about the fact that we allow ourselves to be defined by what that little part of us, of what we like to do in bed. And I really believe that we're defined that way because of these fears of especially male homosexuality in the broader society. And we're letting somebody else's fear dictate who we are and how we identify. And so this is who I am. Everybody knows it. Some people say they can identify me as a big old flaming sissy from the moment they look at me. Some people, after 3 or 4 years, go, "You're gay?" So, you know, it's this spectrum and it's this way of looking at things that by the time AIDS flourished and started to ravage people, and there was a bigger understanding of how it was transmitted, it turns out that in a way I had been doing all the right things all along. So what I just did was I kept doing those right things. I think I've only had unsafe sex once, and it just happened, and I got tested, and I'm fine. But I've always been very aware of not only protecting myself, but understanding that the other person needs to take responsibility for his status. And I think by protecting myself, I'm doing them a favor, even if they're not worrying about their protection. When I was a teenager, I was the picture of the depressed high schooler. Maybe not goth, but I was. I was picked on. I have to say, however, every once in a while, the older I got, the more I'd turn around and go, and I'd smack someone. And then all of a sudden, of course, the bullies would back down. But it took me several years. I've considered suicide as an option since I was a child. And I'd always thought that, you know, at that age, pretty much I would end it all. And I'm still here. It's something I live with. It's a matter of literally sometimes sheer faith holding on, no more, no less, and learning from a very young age to appreciate esto, lo más chiquitico, lo más pequeño. My advice to somebody coming out now: follow your instinct, follow your gut, follow your spiritual core that lets you know that this is the right place and the right time. Oh shit, I'm such a typical homosexual when it comes to crying. There's something really to be said for finding that place and finding that center where you know everything is okay, and when you start to trust yourself. And I don't know if I'm the best person to talk about this because I'm still sort of looking, but I know it's better. And God damn it, I wouldn't want to be young for a second, not even a second younger, because it's just wonderful. It really, it's a cliche, and you're making me cry and you're going to pay for it, but it does get better. It really does get better. Yeah, it does get better.